You okay?
It's familiar, but it shouldn't be.
Good afternoon. We are with the talented Ashley Nichols,
Hello.
who portrays Samantha, also known as Sammy Antrim, in The Chimera Effect. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So how are you feeling about coming into this role as Samantha, as a young woman who's definitely going through some different things in life? I mean, she's definitely seen some very traumatic things, but also some pretty elating things, all in within the span of the story. And how do you feel about that, and just overall?
So, I mean, the role's been challenging, obviously, because she has multiple sides to her.
Yeah.
But originally, it was refreshing in a way because I could relate to a lot of things going on in her life, right? Not so much the hearing of the voices, but like, you know, the law thing and her dad passing and having the closest people in her life betray her, which I'm sure we've all gone through similar situations, but it's always nice when you can relate personally to a character and then kind of keep building on that. So, I mean, it was exciting and, like I said, extremely challenging, you know, just from everything else she has going on in her life, and you know, so yeah.
So diving into that character work with Sammy, could you describe some of your preparation and your process to get where you need to be?
Yeah. Well, first, you know, you try to figure out what I do anyways is I pull parts of me that I think, like I said, like I could relate to the character. And then you try to pull parts that you think are the character, you know. So who is Sammy? You know, she's timid, she's scared, she's lost. You're trying to figure out her world around her and kind of put yourself in that character's, you know, position. I read the script a million times over just to try to figure out like who's her relationship, you know, with Norman, or who is it with Veronica, because everyone in our lives we have different relationships with. You know, I'm gonna treat you differently than I treat my mom, or I'm gonna treat my brother and my best friend. So, you know, I personally write a list of like, okay, so this is Norman. Who is he to me? Why is he here? Why am I stuck with him? Why, you know, or love him, whatever it is.
It's locked. My hero, the mechanic.
Hurry, I'm hungry.
Yeah, what else is new?
So that's what I do as far as like relationships go. You know, I break down each one. And then, like I said, I worked with an acting coach just to try to figure out like, you know, what else do you see? Like just to kind of pull it out. You know, she's shy. Does she have a temper that we don't know about? You know, like lingering under there. Is she sarcastic? So, and then just kind of build from there.
Great. So the project itself, I mean, what made you gravitate towards it? How did you come across the project? And, you know, just tell us a little bit of how you got here at this point.
Okay. Well, Carlos called me up one day and said, I have a part for you. And I, you know, you're my friend, obviously, so I'm not going to say no. I mean, I didn't even need to read the script. It was just a yes. And then I went from there, you know, but, so after I read it and like, I really liked the story and I really liked the character development and all that. So, I mean, but I was on board day one, like, like phone call. Hey, so, you know, initially it was just like a yes, I'm working with friends and I'm doing a film and that's going to be it. But then obviously as time goes on and I'm learning more about what's going on in the writing part of it and, you know, everything that goes on behind the scenes. And then, like I said, character development, it just makes you that much more excited to want to be a part of it.
Yeah. What has been the most challenging part for you?
It's coming out of your shell, you know, and not having these limitations or self-doubt and really like believing in yourself, like you can do this, you know. And so it took a lot for me to, everyone has like different parts of their personalities, right? Some they're more elaborate on and some they kind of hold, you know. So for me it was really like delving in deep to, you know, not everyone talks to themselves. I don't necessarily like hear voices,
Yeah.
but so I guess that was the harder part. Her father passed away and so did mine. So I think that emotionally is kind of, because you kind of have to like, okay, well, how did I feel, and so that's hard on anyone, to have to kind of like relive that a little bit. So I would say, yeah, those.
Okay. How has it been working with the cast?
They're nuts. No, honestly, we all get along so well. And then, like there was a few hiccups here and there where we thought we were going to have certain people and we ended up with different people. And I honestly think that the universe just kind of brought everyone together, and this is how it was supposed to be. Everyone vibes, there's a lot of synergy. Like we all work together. And it's like, we literally just met, not even a month ago, and we're all just very close and like friends. And so it's been great.
As far as your character and the story itself, what would you like for people to take away from their experience of viewing this film?
That's a good question that I don't have an answer to. Let me just think real quick. Well, realistically, Sammy has these struggles internally that no one is... There's not, light is not shed on that, and these are things that she's like holding deep inside of her, obviously, until she wigs out later on. So it's like, and no one catches on to that. Norman, but like her friends, like no one understands really what is deep rooted inside of her. They know something's kind of weird, but they just don't know what it is. And so at the end of the day, it's kind of like, yeah, like you don't really know what anyone's struggling with internally.
How are you feeling?
Well, my dad's dead. My mom thought I was a monster, and I feel like my mind's holding me for ransom. The worst part is, I don't understand why.
So that, just, you never know what anyone's struggling with, in seriously though, like, so, yeah, I guess, so that would be part of it. I've not thought about that, so.
That's cool. This is a very organic answer then.
Yeah.
It's not something that was, it was loaded,
Right, no.
No, and why should people go see The Chimera Effect?
Because it's going to be good, duh.
Yeah.
Well, if you like thriller, you like sci-fi, you get a little bit of everything. You get a little bit of comedy because you have Mark just acting a fool all over the place, and you get a little bit of romance. You kind of get a little bit of everything, so yes, it's like in the horror genre, but you get to be able to experience the relationships that the characters build within each other. And
Great. Well, thank you for your time, Miss Nichols, and
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you just kind of sitting in and talking about the film.
yeah, thank you.